Here us to evaluate some of these functions when we're given two separate ones. So in this one here, f of x equals 2x squared minus 5, g of x equals 3x minus 1. So in this one, we're starting off this first one with f of g of 2, and we're going to work inside out. So I'm really going to start with just what is g of 2 here. And so I plug in from my equation here 2. So I got 3 times 2, which is 6, minus 1, which is 5. Now I'm plugging that in because I know g of 2 is equal to 5. So really my next step is, what is f of 5? And so in that case, I'm just taking the function f of x and plugging in 5. Order of operations here, I got 5 squared is 25, times 2 is 50, minus 5 is 45. So that's what f of g of 2 is equal to 45. Now the second one here, I got a couple of different things here. I got what I'm going to start with, again, inside out, is f of negative 1. So let me rewrite that. F of negative 1, I'm going to plug that in, squared minus 5. So negative 1 squared is 1, times 2 is 2. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So now I'm going to take that, I'm going to plug that in, and I'm really just saying, okay, what is g of negative 3? So I take g of x, I plug in negative 3. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, minus 1 is negative 10. So g of f of negative 1 equals negative 10. So now we got f of g of x. So when we're plugging this in, I'm going to go ahead and take all of this g of x and plug it in for x. So what that's going to look like is I got f of g of x equals 2. And then where the x is at, I'm going to put this whole thing here. So 3x minus 1 squared minus 5. So once we get to here, we're actually going to start simplifying this. So we're going to do 3x minus 1 squared first. And I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this part here. So once I've multiplied those together, I am now going to continue simplifying by distributing that 2, which gives me 18x squared minus 12x plus 2 minus 5. And then the final thing I'm going to do here is f of g of x, 18x squared minus 12x, and then I'm simplifying that to get negative 3, and that's what f of g of x is equal to. Now we're going to be doing the opposite. We're doing g of f of x. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. We got g of f of x is 3, and then wherever we see the x in g of x, we're going to plug in f of x, which is 2x squared minus 5. And then don't forget that minus 1 at the end from g of x. So now, when we're doing this one, again, we're just going to simplify from here. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute this 3. So I got 6x squared minus 15 minus 1. So g of f of x equals 6x squared minus 16.